Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Tuesday, the 16th of July 2024. In today's Millwall news, it was match day at the Calmont Road training ground, and would you believe it, the unbeaten streak goes on, even without the den crowd there or away fans at the Valley. Charlton could still not beat Millwall, and we have a game that finished 2-0 to Millwall. And another clean sheet. I believe that's 6 in a row now, including the end of last season and this season's pre-season friendlies. But we finally managed to score after goalless games against Bromley and Gillingham. So we have scored 2 goals against Charlton. Nice. So this is the match report from millfc.co.uk. So fair play to them. This was a training ground game. They gave us a match report, and not only that, they gave us a video of the opening goal from George Saville. So there you go. So fair play for the club for doing that. Millwall and Charlton Athletic played out a behind closed doors pre-season training match at Calmont Road on Tuesday. The game between the Lions and the Addicts was broken up into 3 30-minute chunks, with Neil Harris opting to start with Lucas Jensen in goal. Casper Denor and George Saville partnering each other in midfield, and Tom Bradshaw alongside Kevin Nisbet in attack. Just 10 minutes in, Saville opened the scoring for Millwall, guiding a home strike from 25 yards out, giving the Charlton keeper no chance. Duncan Watmore then had an effort deflected onto the post and behind before Tom Leahy, a substitute for Tom Bradshaw, saw a close range attempt saved in the second third. A switch around on 60 minutes saw 10 new lines come onto the pitch, with Nino Adam Malachi working the goalkeeper before a Damian Mack who took Alfie Massey's through ball into his stride to lash a strike into the net off the far post with 10 minutes to play. Macaulay Langstaff then had an effort late on, but his half volley went wide. And the goals there, obviously I'm not going to show you. You need to be logged into your Millwall TV account. I have Plus, so I don't know if it's available for if it's Plus or just normal, but I think it's just normal. So if you log in on your profile, you should be able to see it. It's taken from behind the goal, so it's quite close up. So yeah, let's start out with the team. So the starting 11 was Jensen, McNamara, Harding, Cooper, Bryan, Denor, Saville, SA, Watmore, Nisbet and Bradshaw. And Leahy came on 45 minutes. Hopefully that's not an injury to Bradshaw, because Leahy himself was taken out. So, which is weird because all the other changes are in 60 minutes. But obviously with the sports science now, they have they know when someone's kind of maybe getting tired, or maybe they know they can only run around at this level for that amount of minutes. So they stagger it that like that. I don't know, but yeah, weird thing there. So I don't know if that was pre-planned, but you would think, or maybe it's a misprint. Maybe they mistook the first 30-minute stoppage or turnaround for the half time, whereas obviously it would be third time because it's in 3/3. It's 30 and then 30 and then another 30. So that wouldn't have been 45 minutes, that would have been the 30th minute, if you understand. So maybe it's just a misprint. But so all the other changes, so basically a second team came on 60 minutes. So the team that came on 60 minutes, basically at the end of the second half, the start of the second half, no, the third, aren't they? So the end of the second third, before the start of the third, was the trialist goalkeeper. Is that the same trialist that was on before, Jordan Amissa? Was that another one? We don't know. Ryan Leonard, Kamal Grant, Wallace, Adam Malachi, Honeyman, Massey, Smith, Imaku, Langstaff, and then later on, Bangora Williams on the 82nd minute came on for Leahy. So again, hopefully that's not an injury to him. Maybe it's just precaution. Obviously it's pre-season. If someone goes down and gets a bit of a knock and they get a bit sore, you don't risk it to play them because you are not playing for 3 points, or you're not playing for a place in the next round. You are playing for fitness, and you do not want to stress the body of an individual that, if that stress is placed on them, may become injured. So understandable. So there you go. Yeah, Mill 2, Charlton 0. The unbeaten streak carries on. Will they ever win? I don't know. Now we have this. Obviously, no Billy Mitchell involved in that game. Again, no Zion Fleming. What is going on? Is Zion Fleming leaving? Is he going to be leaving? I don't know. They said he was back in training. They said he was training with the under-21s on Saturday. Is he not? It's all very weird, isn't it? It's all very weird. If they are leaving him out because they're thinking that an offer might come in, well, the transfer window doesn't close until the end of the August. So is he not going to be playing in the first team until the transfer window closes and then he comes back in? It is all very strange stuff going on. So we'll wait and see what happens there. This is from southernnews.co.uk, detailing some of the injuries and stuff. This was, I think, published before the game against Charlton. So Millwall midfielder set to miss the beginning of the season, but trio of senior players ready to be involved in behind closed doors games. Again, no Tanganga in that game. Billy Mitchell was set to miss the beginning of the season after picking up a thigh injury. The 23-year-old missed Saturday's goalless draw against Gillingham Mill's first friendly game and will now have the rest of his pre-season upended. Neil Harris did not want to put a timeline on the midfielder's absence, but expected him to miss the opening day clash against Watford on August the 10th. The Lions boss told News at them, Billy's got a thigh injury and a muscle tear in his quad. Quads and hamstrings and calves are very problematic over the pre-season period, and we're unfortunate that Billy's picked up that injury, but we're hoping he's not going to miss too much of the season. Asked for a more specific return date, so that's a bit of probe in there. Harris added, I'm not going to put a time to go on it, but he won't be fit for Watford, no way. Billy Mitchell joins winger Adam Mayer and goalkeeper Conor Truman as the Lions player is now set to miss the start of the season. Mill faced Charlton Athletic behind closed doors today, and they won that 2-0 before playing Reading away at their training ground without fans on Friday. So there is a game on Friday. Zion Fleming and new signings Japhet Tanganga and Macaulay Langstaff missed the weekend clash at Priestfield due to fitness, but Harris is confident they can be more involved this week. He said, Zion, Jaff and Macaulay trained really well on Saturday morning and will hopefully all be featured at some stage this week. Maka is probably, that's Macaulay Langstaff. Maka is probably ahead of Zion and Japhet, but we're expecting, barring any setbacks, that all three will feature this week, whether that's today or on Friday. Hopefully for Maka it's for both, and Zion and Japhet towards the end of the week. So there you go. Zion and Japhet Tanganga, Jaff, Tang, whatever you call him, seemingly not ready for matches, not match fit yet. Still coming back from injuries or whatever, from not playing. I don't think he wants to play them if they're not. There's no point just going out there and just running around. It's about going out there and having an impact and being up to speed. So I think he's waiting for them to get up to speed off the pitch before he puts them on the pitch. So we'll see on Friday. I'll hold my hands up. If Zion is involved on Friday, then I understand. Obviously, there's no funny business going on, but it's yeah, we'll wait and see. So there you go. Now, what are we moving on to? We're moving on to this. Millfc.co.uk, the club's official website, for the first time this pre-season pushing the sale of memberships. I told you the other day about the new ticketing system and store that had been uploaded, being powered by Ticketmaster's system. And Mill memberships are on sale. I did question, to some extent, whether they would still be cards, because it didn't really say that they were going to mail them out. But we'll wait and see. Now, here's the thing that I maybe hasn't considered. Maybe they're going to make you get a My Guava card and upload it to that. I don't know if they can do that. Maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. Obviously, I ordered mine the day the ticket office went live. Haven't got it yet. Didn't expect to get it. I imagine it will take a couple of weeks. but we'll wait and see. So Millwall Football Club's memberships for the 24-25 season are now on sale. Play your part in the new campaign by purchasing yours today. There are free memberships available for Millwall supporters, catering for fans around the world and of all ages. Not every supporter can be at the Den every week, which is why the Lions have designed multiple packages to make sure every fan is looked after. Official memberships are for supporters at age 16 plus. Junior memberships are for 0 to 15 years old, while international supporters can benefit from a wall-wide membership. And there's a link to this thing there. So for £35 a season, this is the normal membership, official membership. A welcome booklet. Lions store promotions, 10 loyalty points off the bat, which helps if you're trying to buy tickets for cup games and whatnot. £6 reduction on tickets purchased in advance of match day. The ability to purchase tickets for away matches, those are starred. I wonder why they're starred. Priority period for high demand cup and playoff matches, yes. That includes, so that means home games as well sometimes, I would imagine. 5% discount for the 1885 Club Platinum Hospitality. Discounted ticket for the stadium tours at the Den. Invitation to an open training session at the Den, which is, I told you about that the other day. It's going to be at the start of August. You become an associate member of the Millwall Sports Club. Official members receive a £3 discount on match tickets. If in purchase in advance of match day, they will receive an additional £3 discount. So you get a £3 discount. So if you walk up to the ticket office on the day of a game and hand them your card and say, I want to buy a ticket, they will give you a £3 discount. If you purchase it in advance online, it will be another £3 discount, so £6 discount. Junior Lions, they get a welcome booklet and certificate. Entry to a home mascot draw. Opportunity to be a ball boy or ball girl. They get free access to under 21 games, which is so under 21 games usually plays at Tuesdays about 2 p.m. So should be in school by then, unless you're homeschooled. But so I don't know how useful that is. Obviously, with the under 21 schedule hasn't come out yet, so then we don't know how many of those games will be at a Den. Obviously, we have gone from a very strong under 21 team for the last 2 years. National semi-finalists and national winners the season before. It's going to be hard for them to continue that, having loads of those players have been released. So I'd imagine it might not be that good in terms of the under 21s this season, and you hope that it will improve next season. But we'll wait and see. Maybe they will carry on, but I think it's going to be a bit of a downfall. £5 reduction on match tickets purchased in advance of match day. Which is kind of funny. I mean, the junior tickets are quite cheap anyway, aren't they? Discounted tickets for stadium tours at the Den. Invitation to a minimum of 2 exclusive Junior Lions events per season. Yeah, that's generally the Christmas one and some other thing they do. And you have to be a Junior Lion to go to them, so that's what that's about. Invitation to an open train session. We mentioned that's one in a couple of weeks. Exclusive discounts and offers with third-party partners. Yeah. So there you go. And there's all the stuff there. And the age is calculated on the 1st of August 2024. And for wall-wide members, it's £40. You get a welcome booklet. You get 20% off Millwall TV Plus annual subscription. Exclusive international Lions store promotions. £6 reductions on tickets bought in advance. The ability to purchase tickets for away matches. 10 loyalty points priority period for cup matches and playoffs. And basically, it's basically the same as the normal membership, except for you get international Lions store promotions and Millwall TV Plus subscriptions. So it's the same basically. So there you go. Yes. So they're pushing that now. Now, moving on to this. This is something related to your trip to the Den. Now, Millwall obviously seemingly have a good relationship with Lewisham Council. We just got planning permission for the area around the Den, which includes the renewal and updating of the lease with fresh terms. So I don't want to be speaking out of turn here, but Lewisham Council have created something that is going to be basically a massive scam for Millwall fans and other people in general who use Coldblow Lane. So they have introduced a scheme. Basically, I think it's kind of like one of these low traffic neighbourhood schemes to stop people from. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's not going to stop you from driving through Coldblow Lane. They are not closing the road. They are just introducing a fine if you do drive through the road, and there's going to be a camera there that will take your license plate number and send you a massive bill in the post. So if you're watching this, share this around with other Millwall fans. Let everyone know, especially ones that go to the game, so that they don't get caught, because obviously they're hoping that they catch you at least once and they'll be able to send you a 200 quid fine and make a bit of money off you, because this is, we'll get into the way this is set up in a minute. So Lewisham Council is proposing a trial road restriction at Coldblow Lane in New Cross to improve road safety and encourage walking and cycling. Yes, it's totally not to rip off people and make millions of pounds. And believe me, there has come out that the ones that they've installed in Lambeth made an absolute fortune for Lambeth Council, and other councils were looking at that and thinking, "Oh, maybe that should be us." Here's another thing. That Monday, the 29th of July, the road between Mercury Way and Sanford Walk will be closed to motor vehicles, motorcycles, cars, vans, and heavy goods vehicles. Heavy goods vehicles cannot travel down there. I don't know why they're saying that until further notice. Why? Well, over time, the community has been concerned about this section of road being dangerous for pedestrians and cyclists, and particularly for school children. They always use the school children. Oh, why won't someone think of the children? There have been multiple petitions and campaigns calling for change. Yes. What you get is you get these cyclists, and they're in groups, and they're all online, and they all talk to each other, and they bombard the councils over and over again with complaints and with all this kind of thing about anything and everything. So it seems like there's so many people. No, but it's because they've been told to do this by other people online in the forums and on the groups about cycling, and that's what they do. And no one does this for car drivers. No one does this for anyone else. So I'm telling you now about this. This trial scheme says, it's a trial scheme. It's a trial. It was response to these concerns and aims at making Coldblow Lane safer for walking and cycling. So you would think that they would be closing the road. Well, no, actually, no, they are not closing the road, because that would be the thing to do, would it not? To pedestrianise the road, would it? Because then, if cars can't go down there, that's safer, isn't it? That's safer. Well, no, because the restrictions will be enforced using ANPR, automatic number plate recognition cameras, under an experimental traffic order. Only authorised vehicles, including the emergency service, will be allowed to drive through Coldblow Lane during the trial scheme. And I'll tell you another reason why that is. This is a scam, and that's not going to be happening. I'll show you why in a minute. Construction starts from Monday the 29th of July to Friday. What are they constructing? This is the thing. Construction starts from Monday the 29th of July. Hang on. The restrictions start on Monday the 29th of July. So what are you building after you've already brought it into play? And what are they building? Because they've already said. And it says in preparation for the trial restriction. So how are you constructing it when it's already begun? What sense does that make? It should go live on Friday the 2nd, once they finish construction. Yes or no? And isn't that a funny date? Friday the 2nd of August. What happens on Saturday the 3rd of August? Oh, it's Mill's first home game of the season, in that it's the first home game. It's the friendly home game against Southampton. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that strange coincidence that they're rushing to get it through in before that game? Isn't that funny? And this is what's happening here. So it's going to be open it's still open. But if you drive through it, the camera will catch you and send you a bill in the post. Now, here's the other funny thing. There's a consultation, but you cannot consult on it until it's opened. So they're going to do it anyway. You can't consultate on that. And then you can only give your feedback once it's started. So don't bombard them now with complaints. You are going to have to wait. So residents and those who use Coldblow Lane, so there you go, are welcome. You're welcome to give feedback. They welcome your feedback about the changes during the first 6 months of the experimental traffic order by visiting our online survey when it goes live. So this is the thing. I'll remind you, but when this goes live, you need to get on here. And if you complain about it, if you're upset about it, maybe you don't care, maybe you agree with it, you need to let them know. Because like it says, this survey will be taken by a cyclist and shared on cycling forums, on cycling Twitter, or on cycling video. They all make videos on YouTube or from the cameras that they've got on their helmets, and they all publish it online. And they will bombard this survey, say, "Oh, this is great, this is fantastic, this is brilliant. It's the best thing since sliced bread." So if you're against this, you need to get people to fill in the survey stating the opposite situation. So I'll let you know on the 29th of July once you can start doing that. So you can give feedback, because they welcome your feedback, remember, between Monday the 29th of July 2024 and Friday 31st of January 2025. Following the initial 6-month period, the council will review data and feedback to help decide whether the measures will be amended, removed, or made permanent. So here you go. If you don't complain about this, they will make it permanent. So here's the thing. Maybe you agree with it, but you don't agree with the way they're doing it, which I don't, in that it's basically closed off for traffic, but it's not closed off. They can still drive through. And they're going to catch them on camera and they're going to send them a bill in the post. So it is therefore a scam, because they're hoping that you drive through at 20 miles an hour in the dark, in winter, you don't see the sign, and you actually drive through because the road's open. If the road didn't want me to drive down it, it would be closed, would it not? Oh, no. And that's what, it's a scam. Why? So FAQs, why are you making these changes? Well, because they got bombarded by cyclists, and I'll show you why in a minute. Well, I'll show you now, actually. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's this. What up ahead, what you can see is one of the oldest railways in London, and it is a single carriage underneath it. So what happens is, you drive down here. If someone's coming through, you pull over and you let them drive through, and then you go through. So guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what happens? Do you think a cyclist coming up here would wait and let the car go through, or do you think they would not bother and just carry on? Well, we know, because they don't even stop at red lights, so we know what they're going to do, and this is what they're complaining about, because they have to wait, and they don't want to wait, so they probably go on the path which goes underneath that bridge, which isn't very wide, and then so it's not cyclists and pedestrians against vehicles, it's literally pedestrians against cyclists. Because I imagine the cyclists go onto the pavement to go around the vehicle that's in the road, and that's the problem. I would imagine that is the problem. And so you see the brick on the left hand side. Above that is the car park for one of the train depots, because I believe I'm pretty sure certain that the land around here is still owned by Network Rail. Now maybe they own it, they own it leasehold, or they own the freehold, but the leasehold has gone out to other people. But why are they not knocking through a new route or making it wider? Because I'll show you around here. If we go over here and show you the other side, that's been widened. Why has that been widened? Because above there That is a road above there on that bridge. That is a road bridge, but it's a private road bridge that goes to that car park, and that is the car park of a train depot. I think it's a TfL one. There's two around. There's one for the network rail, and there's one basically a train siding, and there's one that's an actual depot for TfL for the overground trains, the orange trains. When they built that, they widened the bridge underneath. They made it wider, and they put in there's a wider pavement, and there's a two lanes underneath going through. So it's a brand new bridge. You can see the brickwork. It's brand new. So why aren't they doing that on the one behind us? Especially since they've allowed renewal. They give them planning permission to build hundreds of flats that they can get Section 106 money from them, which is basically a bribe, that illegal bribe that they get given to let money through, and they get given money to improve the local area in return for granting planning permission. So why aren't they taking that money and using it to build a footpath bridge or another bridge that goes through there, or widening that one and improving it there? Why aren't they doing that? And here's another thing. Do you think the money that they get from scamming people that drive through here is going to be used to improve the circumstances, to improve the fixtures? And of course not. Of course it's not. So let's have a look at the map. Let's go back to the FAQs. Have we done this? No. Okay. The safety issues at Coldblow Lane have been the subject of petitions and complaints over many years from our residents, and we are listening to the concerns of our residents, and this trial road restriction aims to address these concerns by making roads safer for walking and cycling. What is an experimental traffic order? An ETO are like standard traffic orders, but are designed to review the effectiveness of the scheme while in operation. The council will be collecting data such as traffic surveys to see how the trial restrictions impact the local area, along with survey feedback following the initial 6-month period. The council will access the data and feedback to help decide whether the measures will be amended, removed, or made permanent. How long will road restrictions be in place? Currently, the plans are to keep the road restrictions in place for a maximum of 18 months. Well, hang on. 18 months? You just said 6-month period. But you've already put it in place for 18 months as part of the trial until the 31st of January 2026. However, depending on the outcome of the consultation and the data collected over the trial period, the restrictions may be amended, removed, or made permanent. Before this date, any plans for major changes will be communicated to residents. What construction works will be undertaken for the new road restrictions? Construction works are planned between Monday the 29th of July and Friday the 2nd of August. We will undertake mini highway modifications at the junction between Coldblow Lane and Mercury Way. What does that mean? I think they might be narrowing the road. Because like they said that they're going to allow it so emergency vehicles can still travel through it. But if they're narrowing the road, then fire engines are quite big, so can a fire engine still get through there? Probably not, because I think that they probably won't go down there because of the height restrictions, so they probably won't go down there. It's probably just for ambulances. Install advanced warning signs. Oh, there's a sign. There's a sign. So, if you travel through there at night and you don't see the sign properly, that's on you. Warning signs at Surrey Canal Road, Mercury Way, Sandford Street and Coldblow Lane to notify and inform drivers of the new road layout and the new camera enforced restrictions. And that's the thing, because they put up a sign, they can then give you a massive bill in the post. What road should I use instead of Coldblow Lane? Well, pedestrians and cyclists are encouraged to remain using Coldblow Lane and enjoy the benefits of a quieter and safer road. Those who are driving are encouraged to use Surrey Canal Road or New Cross Road as an alternative route to reach your destination. Unlike Coldblow Lane, these roads are designed with carriageway widths that are suitable for higher volumes of traffic. These are your only options, and I'll show you in a minute. Well, I'll show you now. This is a map of the area, and I brought this up because I was going to say, like, this, there are not many options to go east to west. You have one in the middle called Coldblow Lane, and you'll see that there. And you can see here they have already updated the map. They have already told the map companies this doesn't exist. That little dashed line in the middle, that means track or footpath. So they have already told the map companies this is not a road anymore. This is not a road. And I'll tell you why that's important in a minute, but they've already told them it's not a road. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to drive all the way up to Surrey Canal Road, which is already chock-a-block with traffic, which means more cars sitting stationary in a traffic jam with more pollution and more emissions coming out the back, because their journeys take longer because they're sat there waiting in a pile of traffic. And it's only going to get worse. It's already bad enough in the rush hours and after games at Millwall, and it's only going to get worse if people who know how to drive around the area cannot come off of this road and go through Coldblow Lane and carry on their journeys towards where they're going. It's only going to get worse. And if we go down here, you can see the other option is all the way down to New Cross, to the green road at the bottom to go along New Cross. So if you're on one side, if you're over here and you want to go and visit someone over on the other side, you have to drive all the way down or all the way up, go along and then come back up. So there you go. And that's what's going to happen. Like, there are no other ways through. That's how it is. I live in Sandford Walk. How will I be affected by the new road restrictions? The restrictions do not go beyond Sandford Walk to ensure that residents of Sandford Walk can retain access to their properties without being affected by measures. Now, what happens if I drive through Coldblow Lane? Because remember, they are not closing the road. They are not blocking the road off. It's open. And it's open so they can send you a bill. Only authorised vehicles such as the emergency service can drive through Coldblow Lane between Mercury Way and Sandford Walk after the 29th of July until further notice. Unauthorised vehicles will receive a penalty charge notice for violating the traffic order. So there you go. So make sure you know, if you drive to the den, do not follow this road. Do not go down there if it is open. If you do go down there, I would suggest, well, I'm not suggesting anything, but this is a number plate camera that records your number plate. So if your number plate cannot be seen, if you cover it up before you drive through, go through and then uncover your number plate. But do not do that. Obviously, I'm not suggesting you should do that. Please don't do that. But there you go. But I think you should, if you know someone who drives to the games, let them know, and that this is happening. And I think this is clearly being targeted at Millwall fans. To be honest, the fact that they're rushing to get through before the first game of the season, the first pre-season home game, it's clearly being aimed at Millwall fans. Now, let me take you back to the map and show you. This is from streetmap.co.uk. This is a graphic map in that a picture is made and they put it up. It's not a digital map in that it's updated live. It's a picture and they show you the picture, if you understand what I mean. Now, if someone's using Google Maps or some kind of sat nav, that is a digital map. That can get updated at any time they want. It gets updated and stuff, especially if you're using sat nav on a digital device like a phone that's connected all the time, and they can update in real time. They can tell you where the traffic jams are and whatnot. But the reason why that's important, now they've already told this map company, which uses an open map source, which is why it's free to view, unlike the OS where you have to pay, Google Maps and whatnot, that this road is closed in the middle to vehicles. They've already told them. So what does that mean? It means if you have a sat nav, it will not tell you to drive through here. Do you understand? So the only people who are going to be affected by this are people who have local knowledge, like the people who have been driving to the new den for the 30 years that we've been there. Do you understand? And again, sat nav. Who uses sat navs? Obviously, I don't think fire engines can drive through here. I think it's that tunnel is a bit too narrow, which is maybe another thing why they should bloody widen it. That might be a good idea, seeing as Surrey Canal Road and New Cross often have traffic, and there is literally fire stations. There's one there on Deptford that you can see on the screen. There's one there on that green road by New Cross Gate Station, just along from there, quite a way. And there's one on Old Kent Road as well, further down. That fire engine should be able to get through there. So why not take the money that you're getting from the renewal project and make the road wider so that fire engines can go down there? And then while you're doing that, also put in an extra wide pavement and a bit of a cycle path as well. But hey, no. So you got this map here, right? This is a digital map, like I said. This is a graphic map, not a digital map. Digital map, sat nav, right? Ambulance. Fire engines can't go through there. Ambulances can. And that's why, the reason why they say, this is why we're keeping the road open. But like, it's for emergency services and police as well, I guess. If police need to go, especially in regards to Millwall, if police need to go to the game, after a game. This is from England.NHS UK, and it's a warning about a problem in the NHS. And this gets published, and so spread this out. Look, let everyone know. Harm from delayed updates to ambulance dispatch and satellite navigation systems. This is from 2015, right? So, let's have a look at this. When a 999 call is made, a process initiated by the computer-aided dispatch system CAD identifies the source and approximate location of the caller and tracks the nearest ambulance. Dispatchers send preliminary details of the call to the nearest ambulance in order for the vehicle's satellite navigation system to plot the location. Systems should be up to date with the latest road layouts. Alright? So, every 6 weeks, digital updates are made available from Ordnance Survey to Ambulance Trusts with all new addresses, but NRLS reports suggest CAD was not always promptly updated. Additionally, if CAD is updated but associated satellite navigation systems are not, the vehicle may be unable to identify and display all new road networks. Commonly, the vehicle itself is the cause of a disconnect between mapping and updates. This alert focuses on ambulance vehicles, but any NHS provider relying on sat-nav systems for providing urgent healthcare should be aware of the requirement for regular system updates. So in terms of the area that we're talking about, that's London Ambulance Service. So the CAD that London Ambulance Service use is updated every 6 weeks and we know the map has already been updated. So if they update it and they get sat-nav is not going to send them through here. It is already listed as not a road. It's listed as a track or a footpath. Why are they keeping it open? The sat-nav will not send an ambulance through there. They are keeping it open to scam Millwall fans and make some money. Do you understand? So you need to spread this around. Maybe not this video, but you need to tell people. Tell other Millwall fans, if you know them, put it on the Facebook groups, put it on the forums about what is happening. Because what they're relying on is ignorance. And here's what's going to happen. They said it's a trial scheme. Why is it a trial scheme? And why they said it's lasting 6 months, and then they're saying it's lasting 8 months. Because what's going to happen is that someone's going to go through here once. They're going to get a £200 fine in the post. They're going to pay it, and they are not going to drive through there again, and their money will dry up. Their money will dry up. So what we need to do is let everyone know beforehand so that they don't even drive through there and they don't even get that money. And it will be gone within 6 months, because it's not for safety. It's not for anything other than making money. So just tell everyone not to drive through there so they don't make that money and they stop doing this fucking crap. Because they don't even say what they're going to use the money for. It should be used for improving that section that is narrow, because it's still coming up to 150 years old now. But they're not going to do that. So, like I said, If you could let everyone know about that, that would be very peachy. So there you go. Now we're going to look at some transfers that have gone. We haven't done this in a while. This is the transfer list for July 2024 from bbc.co.uk. So just involving the championship teams, if we just click through and then we'll see a few. Jack Barrett's gone from Everton to Blackburn on a free. Who else have we got here? Michael Mellon has gone from Burnley to Stockport on loan, and Burnley have got in Lucas Perez from Santos. Is that Santos in Brazil? Ooh, I wonder if he's any good. Interesting. Ellis Taylor's gone left Sunderland. Who else have we got? Leeds have lost Glenn Camara. He's gone to France in Ron. It is an interesting one. So Swansea have gone out for a cheeky Korean. They've got Hum Ji Sung from Gwangju FC. Wonder if he's any good. I assume Gwangju is in South Korea. So there you go. And Kiefer Moore, the inevitable Kiefer Moore, always being linked with a transfer to Millwall. Well, he hasn't, because he's already gone to Sheffield United from Bournemouth. So we'll be seeing him in the future at the Den and at Bramwell Lane. Callum O'Hare also gone to Sheffield United from fellow Championship club Coventry. Swansea have lost the geezer there with that name, Placheta. Callum Burton's left Plymouth. Cardiff have signed Callum Chambers from Aston Villa. And Liam Delap, remember him? We were linked with him on loan. He's actually gone for 20 million from Man City to Ipswich. That's a hell of a lot of money. Nathaniel Chalabar, who I picked out as probably one of the stars, the main decent players on the free agents list. He's gone from West Brom to Sheffield Wednesday. So we'll see if that can help revive his career. We've got Taylor Richards going on loan from QPR to Cambridge. And a former Millwall player on loan from Tottenham, Troy Parrott. Now this was a funny one. He's apparently gone to AZ Alkmaar in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands for €8 million. Yes, please don't laugh. Apparently, he was on loan in the Netherlands, but not for Alkmaar last season. He was scoring massive goals, one goal in 2 games. He was very prolific, and they have paid a lot of money for him. And it's hilarious because when he played for us, he was an absolute pony. But he was very young. But I mean, Jesus. Who else have we got? We've got Jacob Greaves leaving Hull for Ipswich. And here's a funny one. So you can see here on your screen, Morecambe have signed. They signed about 10 players on the same day because they had a transfer embargo on them. And it was restricted, and as soon as it was removed. As soon as it was removed, they signed basically a whole team's worth of players. Taylor Foran has left Arsenal for Bromley. Again, Swansea with the foreign player. They have signed Gonzalo Franco from Moreirense, which I believe is in Portugal. So Swansea having a bit of the foreign flavour. Interesting. Who else have we got in the Championship? Chris Willock. Chris Willock has gone from QPR to Cardiff. And there you go. Who else have we got? Alan Brown's gone from Preston to Sunderland. Obviously, we know about Lucas Jensen. Sam McCullum gone from Norwich to Sheffield United on a free. So Sheffield United doing a bit of business. Who else have we got there? So Joe Rothwell. So obviously, no Leeds have had to sell a few players to pay off some loans. In terms of loans in money, they're replacing that with loans from other teams. Bournemouth to Leeds, Joe Rothwell, and Ruel Walters has gone on loan from Arsenal to Luton. So there you go. And we're going to end today's video by letting you know about this. Millwall and Carabao SPORT team up for the 24-25. So kind of like a sponsorship, I guess. Carabao SPORT, the team basically that sponsor the Carabao Cup, they've made a drink So their other drink is kind of like a Red Bull, and this is kind of like a Lucasade, I guess. Lucasade Sport, not the fizzy orange one that we used to have when we were sick. Millwall Football Club is pleased to announce that Carabao SPORT, capital letters, has become the club's official sports drink partner for the 24-25 season. The popular energy drink brand will supply the first team with their low-calorie isotonic sports drink, Carabao SPORT, for use before, during and after matches, as well as at training sessions throughout the week. Nice. Carabao SPORT is available in 2 great tasting flavours, orange and mixed berry, and is informed sport accredited for professional athletes. John Luck, CMO, whatever that is, of Inter Carabao, sounds like a football team, Inter Carabao, said, everyone here at Carabao is delighted to be partnering with Millwall Football Club. We are looking forward to hydrating the team and their fans in what we hope will be a successful campaign for the Lions. Is it going to be available in the kiosks? Interesting. Carabao Sport is a uniquely formulated carbohydrate electrolyte drink designed to contribute to the maintenance of endurance performance and enhance hydration during prolonged exercise, so it's perfect for the long season ahead. I imagine it'll be useful for quite a few Millwall fans in the upper having to go up and down the stairs, so that would be handy. Luke Wilson, Chief Commercial Officer at the Den, added, we're very happy to be partnering with Carabao ahead of the new season. Since launching in the UK, they've rapidly risen to become one of the leading brands in the market with a high quality product range and a strong commitment to supporting football across the EFL. And we're looking forward to being an integral part of the next phase of their continued growth as they join our growing family of commercial partners, helping support the next phase of the club's development. Millwall fans can try Carabao's new sports drink and receive £5 off their first order by visiting drinkcarabao.co.uk and entering the code Lions5 at checkout. Lions5. So there you go. I'm pretty sure I may have seen these in the corner shop. I don't think they're available in any supermarkets, but maybe they're not. Maybe it's only available online. Because they give you the website to go to. So I don't know if you can get these, but I did have a look on Ocado and Tesco. I didn't see it online there, so maybe it is just available in the independent local corner shops, as you would call them, and not in any of the massive chains. But there you go. If this will be amazing. If we win promotion out of this, I'm buying loads of crates and getting stuck in on it. That would be amazing. And not only that, but we've got some pictures. They've given them plastic bottles to use, and here we go. Interesting as well. The players have their own bottles. I don't know if that's to stop the spread of germs or herpes or whatever it is everyone's got. But they have their own bottles with their numbers on. Interesting. So there you go. If we do well this season, I mean, there you go. That's it. That is it. Carabao Sport. Get on it and get the discount. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.